How's it going, YouTube? We're back! Trey Nation! Yo, I don't know why, but last video I did my outro wrong, but I mixed up Flight's intro with my intro. That was weird. But anyway, as you can see, where am I at? Where's my room at? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's right. I have a green screen. Let's go, man. I finally installed my green screen. Also, as you can see, I got a new mic. Honestly, I don't think the quality is that good, but hey, man, you know, it's better than nothing. Honestly, it's better than my Walmart $20 headphones. But yeah, guys, let me go ahead and show you guys proof, even though I don't need to be showing you guys proof, but as you can see, it's a green screen, man. There's a green screen behind me, and I am officially all set and ready to go. Wait, hold on a second. Let me change the settings, make sure it's okay. Cool. It's still kind of glitching. Hold on a second. Filters. But anyway, let's get straight into the video. No more time to waste. Shout out to Flight Reacts. He's my biggest inspiration. Shout out to our Lord and Savior. Come on, dude. All right, cool. This is hair is still kind of glitching, but we'll figure that out. Let's see. All right, hold on a second. Hold on a second, guys. Experiencing some technical issues. All right, I'm good. All right, let's get it started. First ever video with the green screen. Join the Twitch in the description below. We are reacting to when heroes get arrested by dumb cops. So far we've reacted to some weirdo pedestrians and good cops. Now we're reacting to dumb cops. All right. So my uncle's a cop, so nothing against them personally, but some cops do be tripping, and we're about to go see some trippiness. 15 minutes long from Court and Crime Chronicles. Once again,
a firefighter in the back of a police cruiser. How'd he end up in handcuffs? He says he was just doing his job.
We're done, sir. I had it.
Hold on just a second, though. Hold on just a second. All right, we back. Cool.
Hey, check that out. I stopped to help somebody who's been shot. I'm getting arrested.
Usually heroes get rewarded for what they do, but sadly, these heroes get arrested by the police instead, and the reasons why are insane. Here are some instances where heroes ended up in jail, starting with this hero who tried to save the victim of a fatal shooting.
Thank you for teaching me not to be helpful, you fat.
On October 9th, 2020, Joseph Garces, a retired firefighter, was driving his Jeep in Santa Paula, California, when he spotted a shooting victim named Samir Salgado.
Ooh, I don't have an ad blocker. Hey, W glitch, man. W glitch.
In the parking lot in a pool of blood. Without hesitation, Garces got out of his car and started doing CPR to the victim.
What
Soon
happened?
after, Garces Salgado, lying in the parking lot in a pool of blood. Without hesitation, Garces
got
got out of
shot.
his car and started doing CPR to the victim. Soon after, police officers
Firefighter
from the Santa Paula Police Department came to the scene.
instincts.
Don't go to that. Don't go to the car. Don't go to that car. Stay over here. Stay over here. Stay over here. Come over here.
You know what? That's cool though, bro. That's cool though, bro. I was talking too much. That's cool though, bro.
That's your car?
That's my car. I was driving by. I saw him. I'm a retired firefighter.
Okay.
Not a part of this.
We don't know anything about that. We see a gun in the car. You're not going there. Do you have your ID?
It's in the car.
What's your name?
Joe Garces.
Joe Garza, you gotta relax, okay? We know you're helping us out.
Wait, but you guys aren't listening either. That's part of the problem. Yeah.
So I said we appreciate your being
I
involved.
get it, I
Okay.
get it.
We're just running.
That's his knife. I took it out of his pocket to cut his shirt off.
Everything
That's your
seems calm so
Yeah,
far.
I was driving north. I saw the lady. They were looking this way, and I saw him down, and I thought it was beer or something. Spun around and came in, saw the blood. She said they were calling 911. I screamed, has he been shot? She said, yeah, as I was pulling in.
Okay.
Saw the gunshot wound to the side of his face. I did a quick check, found the gun in his waistband, rendered it useless, stuck it inside my car, grabbed his knife, cut off his shirt, and then you guys started showing up.
Okay. Did you
I
see
started
any?
doing CPR.
Did you see anybody
No.
running?
Nothing.
Anybody
Nothing.
leaving the area? Anything?
Not a thing.
Garces gave his witness testimony to the officer, which was a polite and respectful interaction.
Yeah.
However, things took a turn for the worse when Detective Rivera from the Santa Paula Police arrived and began to adopt a condescending attitude.
Get this guy out of here. Sir.
Bro,
He's a witness.
What the?
Relax. Okay.
Hey,
We
Star.
appreciate it.
Huh?
So I got a crime scene, sir. I'm a detective.
Yeah, and I'm here helping him, so step the off. Okay? If you're a good detective, you wouldn't be yelling at me right now. You'd be taking care of your job.
you're not wrong though. Like, chill. You a detective. There's a witness on the scene. Why would you not want him here helping you out, man? But I guess he's the detective, and I'm the 14-and-a-half-year-old.
You, I can't get the out of here.
Get out of my crime scene! Get out of my crime scene!
What are you gonna do to me?
Get out of my crime scene! I'm gonna make you next time. Get out of my crime scene!
Come with me, Mr.
Get out of
Garces.
my crime scene.
Mr. Garces.
But at the same time, now, Mr. Garces, I understand that he's trying to help. I understand that he's a witness. But right now, you are committing disorderly conduct. But at the same time, he was trying to save the dude, so it's not really fair. But you are committing a crime, man. But I understand, but you're committing a crime right now, man. Like, I'm not defending the cops at all in any way, because this is completely wrong about the cops. But you are doing a crime right now, man. It's called disorderly conduct, man.
That's my.
So
Come with me, Mr. Garces.
No wonder people don't give you guys the benefit of the doubt. And I worked with you for 27 years.
imagine,
Why do I
bro.
get my car back then?
27
Thank you for
whole
teaching
years.
me not to be helpful, you fat piece.
You have to stay back. Step back.
This
Step back,
dude
step
woke
back,
up on
step
the
back,
wrong
step
side
back.
of the
I don't know who you're
bed.
So now you're gonna come over with me, huh? You're doing a really good job right now, aren't you?
But at the same time, you don't know how you would react, bro. You just saved someone dying. Well, he didn't. I don't know if he saved them or not, but you tried to save someone from dying. He was laying in the middle of the street. You got out your car and tried to help save him. And then all of a sudden, this rude detective wants to get you out of the crime scene after you're just here trying to help. You don't know how you will react. So in Big Joe's defense,
Calm him.
is his name Joseph or Joe?
No.
I got it. Come here.
No,
You need to
get your hands off me.
take it down a notch.
You can take it down
a notch.
Somebody here's not
Take it
controlling
Is that the
himself.
detective or
You.
not?
Take a deep breath.
Don't be a hypocrite.
I've taken a deep breath. It's your turn now.
Yeah, don't be a
You want
hypocrite.
to talk like adults? I'll let you go. You
Okay,
want to talk
did
like
you
adults?
start talking to me like an adult?
Do you understand how I need to
Do you
do my
see
job?
what you're doing wrong?
If you know how to do this job and you have a badge, then you would understand. Now, do you want to
It's
go
so
for 148 if you
it's
have
so-
a badge?
It's so
Do you have a badge?
Yes,
Are you
I do.
retired?
Yes.
Do you want to go for 148 for being in a crime scene? Just because sergeants on patrol don't know how to do their job, and you were a
You're
cop
saying
at
your
one time-
sergeant doesn't know how to do his job?
Take him. Turn around. Where's your badge at?
What? What? Wait.
For 148 for being in a crime scene? Just because sergeants on patrol don't know how to do their job.
My brother, you're not saying that your sergeants don't know how to do their job. So you're aware that this is completely wrong and immature and unprofessional. But you're gonna sit here and allow it for whatever reason? Why, my brother? Why? What reason? Are you implying that you don't know how to do your job either? That's what it seems like. You are implying your sergeants don't know how to do his job. Okay, you're implying that your sergeant doesn't know how to do his job, so you're going along with your sergeant? Am I twipping? I don't think I'm twipping.
Sergeant doesn't know how to do his job?
Turn around. Where's your badge at?
In my Jeep, like I keep saying, but you won't listen.
We're adding your Jeep.
Hey, you will see it when you look
Do
at
you
the
want
front
your
of the
car?
Jeep.
Do you want me to have to write a search warrant and keep it, or do you want to keep your car? Do you want to get home as soon as possible?
I'm not talking to you anymore.
Okay. Cinco,
They're both being difficult. I'm not gonna lie.
64. What's your first name? Joe. Joe.
Hey, check
Okay,
it
his
out. I
first
stopped
name's
up.
Joe, not
Somebody been
Joseph. I don't know
shot.
why it
I'm
says
getting
Joseph
arrested.
at the start.
Garces was detained in the back of the police car for nearly 15 minutes before the detective finally released him. As a result of this incident, Garces got a dislocated shoulder and a torn labrum, injuries
How?
that needed surgical
What?
intervention to fix.
How did he dislocate his shoulder? No way. What?
Garces took legal action against Detective Rivera and the city of Santa Paula.
He's gonna win it. I mean, he gotta dislocate his shoulder somehow.
Of which they ended up reaching a settlement out of court. Even though Garces got monetary compensation, he would be hesitant to help someone again in the future. However, things turned out even worse for the next hero who would end up regretting his brave actions forever.
The guy who pulls the gun isn't the one who goes to jail that night. You go to jail.
Exactly.
On June 27th, 2023, Army veteran Matt Solon and Michael Loudermilk, the son of a Georgia congressman, were out with their girlfriends in a bar's parking lot when a man named Dwight Cooper threatened them with a gun. Matt swiftly disarmed and subdued Cooper, forcing him to the ground. He then called 911 after taking the gun away from him.
Someone pulled a gun on me. This guy asked for a cigarette. We told him he doesn't have a cigarette. He's drunk, and he pulled a gun out on us. I disarmed him.
Who has the gun?
I have the gun. It's disarmed. It has hollow points in it. It's a Glock.
I want you to stand there, and I want you to put that gun on the ground, okay? Do not have it in your hand when they pull up.
Okay, it's on the ground.
Okay, tell them the gun's here and point to the ground, but keep your hands to where they can see them.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Where did that come from? It came from him bleeding from the head. The guy bleeding from the head? Yes, sir.
I'm the victim.
I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. Okay, do you think people ever lie to the police? Is it possible?
I could have got shot today.
Yep, me too. That's my job.
I was in the military for 6 years. I think I know that.
Congratulations,
I was
sir.
in Afghanistan. I know exactly what danger is. If I'm not armed, do you want to test me or frisk me or whatever?
You're fine. Just don't move, then there's no issue, is there? Don't go reaching in your pocket, man.
Nah,
you just
Get away, get thrown on the ground. Don't be stupid.
Is this gonna get me heated?
You're not exactly being cooperative either.
I'm putting him in my car.
Why?
Did I do something wrong?
I don't know what's going on. We're trying to detain you to figure out what's going on. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but did I do something wrong? Did I do something wrong or no? I mean, you guys wouldn't even be out here if I didn't call you.
Look at it this way, man. Anytime we show up on a call, we have to do what we can for safety reasons until we can safely ask everybody questions. We got one guy with a gun.
But at the same time, dispatch doesn't communicate with the officers that's about to arrive on scene. They don't give the officers information. So the officers pull up, they see a guy with his hands up pointing to the ground, and they see a gun in the direction the guy's pointing, and they look, they see another man on the ground who is apparently bleeding from the head. So what is the officer supposed to do? I'm going to defend the officer on this one. The officer, like, what are you supposed to do? Like, how are you supposed to know what the situation is? From the rules, like, for safety protocols, you have to kind of, like, bro, you see a guy with his hands up and another man on the ground bleeding? You have to arrest the guy with his hands up. You got to assume that he's surrendering, because I know that dispatch doesn't tell the officers that are arriving on scene all of the given information. The cops have to kind of figure that out themselves. What are the cops supposed to do here? But also, this is completely wrong. I feel bad for Matt Solin, but at the same time, bro, like, is it really the cops' fault? It's not really the police fault.
One guy bleeding, so we detain and we wait till everything calms down. Then we start asking questions and kind of figure out what happens in the scenario, just so you know why you're sitting back here.
No, I have no idea why I'm sitting back here. It doesn't explain anything.
If a man really hated ads, here's what he would do. Day 1, he would install Pi on his computer without spending a dime because it's 100% free. Day 2, he realizes how clean and clutter-free his browsing experience has been since he got
Mr. Pi, 100% free. Or did he say 1,000? Let's go ahead and see, man. Let's go ahead and test the waters. Switching tab. But you know what I just realized, man? My none of the sound I was saying was playing, so that's cool.
Yes, sir.
Control, I feel like.
You had one
That's
under
cool though,
control.
The
bro.
whole situation. I had him on the ground.
Yeah, I don't know if the
Taking care
ad.
of
I think I'm pretty sure the ad blocker is legit. I kind of like I could tell if something's legit or not, even though I got my IP leaked like 6 months ago. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's legit. I don't know if it's gonna work on YouTube though, because YouTube is pretty darn good at making sure ad blockers don't work. So.
And what else did you guys do?
All I'm told is that you're the last one to have the gun. You started touching your pockets and everything. I asked you not to, and you're like, hey, I'm the hero, or whatever you were saying.
Okay, sorry, sir. I see your perspective.
Matt got arrested and was later charged with felony possession of a firearm. Later.
Okay, that is some BS. I'm not even gonna lie. They can't listen to the dispatch call? They can't listen to that? That would have gave you all of the evidence that you needed. That would have gave you all of the evidence that you needed. But at the same time, like technology is so big, you can't tell me that there wasn't a camera that recorded. Yes, there was. As a matter of fact, there was. There was a camera. Right here, bro. Wait, no. Right here. It was a camera. It showed everything. Why is the guy... Okay. I was defending the cops at first, but what is this judge doing? Like,
both the police chief and Matt spoke to the media and explained what happened that day and the unjust reasons behind his wrongful arrest.
That's
in
crazy.
your view, is Matt Solon a hero?
During his initial response, that yes, I agree with that comment. I think when the second act was taken, that's where the lines crossed, and where he protected himself and the people he was with, and I commend him for that. Then part two is where he took action beyond that, and that's where he did cross the line.
Did that appear to be punitive rather than defensive?
Yes, that's what I saw.
But Matt told a different story.
I asked over and over and over again, what am I being arrested for? And Officer O'Brien said, he has rights too.
The gunman has rights.
The gunman has rights too. He was restrained and you hit him while he was restrained, and that's why you're going to jail. And I was like, he's never...
The gunman has rights? Okay. Second Amendment. The right to bear arms. Everybody has the right to firearms if you're over 18. If you have a license. But gunmen do not have the right to try to threaten another citizen for something that they are trying to achieve from that citizen. That would be called abrogated assault. You could be charged with that. The gunman should be going to jail. Matt Solon was clearly just defending himself. Gunman had no right to nothing.
Never been restrained. He's not restrained.
How long were you in jail?
About 35 hours.
The guy who pulls the gun isn't the one who goes to jail that night.
Exactly.
You go to jail.
Exactly.
Crazy.
He isn't arrested till the next month.
No, and he's giving his gun back. They're going to see
Crazy.
this when they run my plate, that I've been arrested before.
For a gun-related charge.
For a gun-related charge, right. And they're going to think in their head, oh, this guy just had a good lawyer. He got off it.
The district attorney dropped all charges against Matt Solon, saying he acted in self-defense. However, by then, the damage had already been done.
True.
If you are enjoying the video so far, please... On February 4th, 2014, something unbelievable happened. A CHP highway patrol officer arrested Chula
During this time, I was 3, but I was turning 4.
Vista firefighter Jacob Gregoire. The Chula Vista firefighters were providing medical aid to victims of a rollover car accident while using their fire trucks to block the road to keep everyone safe when an officer told them to move their trucks.
And y'all gonna be like, you talk about 2014, that was a long time ago. Yeah, I'm turning 15 now. Back then, I was 4. It was 11 years ago. 2014. It was 11 years ago. Stephen Curry hadn't even won his first championship yet. He didn't even appear in his first finals yet. 2014 was a dang long time ago, which is why I'm surprised we got this footage. But okay. Let me calm down a little bit, because 2014 footage, I'm not gonna act like it's just the hardest thing to find. But still, no, I'm kind of surprised that we're seeing 2014 in here. Yeah, that's the word. That's what I'm looking for. That's the phrase I'm looking for. I'm surprised we're seeing 2014 in here, because it's 11 years old. But maybe this story is just like super crazy that it has to be included.
Warning them if they didn't, they'd get arrested. Jacob chose to stay, insisting he had a responsibility to the victim and couldn't just leave them.
Okay, I don't have time for assault zone. This is ridiculous. CHP is arresting Engineer Gregoire for where he spotted the fire engine.
It's unbelievable. You have to do this. It's unbelievable. You guys have to treat us like this. We're on the road trying to help people. We asked you to clear the road and you said no, and you get arrested if you do that.
We're in the middle of patient care with patients on the freeway. They're putting him in handcuffs at this time and walking him away.
The chief of the Chula Vista firefighters backed up his colleague's choice, saying that putting the victim's life first was crucial. Jacob was released 30 minutes later. He showed great bravery by putting the victim's life first. But in the next case, another hero faced serious consequences for doing a similar act of bravery.
We're done. No, we're done. You're arrested. Hey, we're done, sir. I had
On July 26, 2017, police
I'm
officers
not even gonna
from
lie.
the
What the heck happened with Jacob? Yeah, I didn't even pay attention to it at all. I'm not even gonna lie.
Another hero
I don't know
faced
what
serious
I was
consequences for doing a similar act of bravery.
We're done. No, we're done. You're arrested. Hey, we're done, sir. I had
Why are you so aggressive, man?
On July 26,
You're so
2017, police
I
officers
gotta learn
from
how
the
to say
Salt
that
Lake
word.
City Police Department went to the University of Utah Hospital.
Aggravated. Aggravated. Finally, it is aggravated. Okay.
Sample from a victim who was involved in an accident after a vehicle pursued by the police during a car
Flight
chase.
left. Flight left. Flight left. Flight left. Flight left. Let's see. I've been working on it. No. Nah, it's not there. Probably because I'm sitting down. Let's see. Nah, it's not there. It's not there today. It's not there today. Tomorrow though, for
collided
sure.
with his
I'm gonna start
vehicle.
uploading daily. Trust me, I'm gonna start uploading daily. If not, once every 2 days.
Causing it to explode. This resulted in several
But I'm gonna start
injuries
uploading
and
more
burns, leaving
consistent.
the victim in a coma. When the officers got there, the nurse in charge, Alex Wubbles, stopped them from taking a blood sample, and the ensuing interaction quickly descended into chaos.
So I printed this off. This is what I was told to print off. And Brad, I'm just putting on speaker so you can. So I have this. It says obtaining blood samples for police enforcement from patients suspected to be under the influence. Okay, this was something that you guys agreed to with this hospital. The three things that allow us to do that are if you have an electronic warrant, patient consent, or patient under arrest.
I need another monitor. I just need a whole new setup, like including PC.
He told me repeatedly that he doesn't have a warrant and the patient is not under arrest. So I'm just trying to do that.
Maybe if I blow up.
That's all. So.
Okay, so I take it without those in place, I'm not going to get blood. Is that? Am I fair to surmise that?
The nurse stopped the officers from getting a blood sample from the unconscious patient, citing it was against hospital policy and legal regulations. It was unsurprising that the officers failed to meet the necessary requirements. Their motive for seeking the blood sample was questionable. They sought to determine if the victim had consumed any drugs or alcohol, potentially to justify the car crash, as police regulations strongly discourage high-speed chases on busy traffic to avoid endangering civilian lives, a protocol the officers seem to have neglected, resulting in the crash.
I don't know. I have no idea why he's blaming me. I'm just representing me. Why are you blaming me?
She's the one that has told me no.
Yeah, but sir, you're making a huge mistake right now. You're making a huge mistake because you're threatening to hurt me.
Frustrated about not having his way, the officer did something really shocking.
No, please. No, we're done. No, we're done. You're arrested. Hey,
we're done, sir. I had
Why are you so aggravated? Why are you so... What is going on? She didn't do anything wrong. No crimes were committed there. I saw no crimes committed there. Officer, give me your badge. You had no reason at all. Let me, even if it was a crime committed there, because I'm not too into like policies and stuff like that. Maybe it could have been a fine or a warning, but instead, or okay, let me restart. It could have been a fine. It could have been a warning. And I still think this next thing I'm about to say is completely unnecessary. You could have just calmly detained her. But instead, you said, you know what, F it. Come here, lady. You start grabbing on her. You start you start aggravatingly holding her. Like, wearing your hand, you don't even have your handcuffs on her. Like, there was no reason for that. She was calm. She was cooperative. She was just following what she was told. She was following her rules. But you decided to grab onto her shirt. She didn't do anything. She wasn't aggravating or even being close to start aggravating at all. But you decided to become the main guy. To aggravate. Like, what's going on, bro? This cop needs to be fired on the spot. As soon as they see the footage, he needs to be fired.
Detective Jeff Payne, who was later identified as the officer in question, forcefully grabbed the nurse, slamming her against the wall and handcuffing her simply because she chose to follow the law and protect her patient's rights. Soon after, Detective Payne's boss, Lieutenant James Tracy, came to the scene and began to pressure and manipulate the nurse into complying with their demands to give them the blood sample.
The problem is this, okay? You're telling me what your policy is, and I appreciate that you have a policy. No, I know.
No, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm being told what to do and what I've been told.
And what I'm trying to tell you is, we wanted blood from this guy. Now, I have talked to people, and there's probably a much better solution that we could have come to, okay? But, all we had to do was the blood, okay? And my point is, there are civil, if we're breaking the law, if we're doing wrong, okay?
Just listen to him.
Listen to me. If we're doing wrong, there are civil remedies, okay? If we took this blood illegally, it all goes away, all right? So there's civil remedies if we make a mistake. What I'm telling you is, we are not making mistakes, okay? I've done this for 22 plus years. I know what the law is when it comes to search and seizure, all right? And what you have done, because your bosses are telling you to, has been to prevent this officer who was called out to do a job to do his job. That's obstructing the job, okay?
I'm not on the cop side.
These two officers clearly have serious ego issues. The nurse was eventually released, and later
Dang, Court and Crime Chronicles, bro, you did not have to do it.
Agreed to a $500,000 settlement with Salt Lake City and the University of Utah.
Big ones. 500 big ones.
Over the incident. Detective Jeff Payne was subsequently terminated from his position, and Lieutenant Tracy was demoted 2 ranks below to the role of a patrol officer after internal investigations conducted by the Salt Lake Police Department.
Hey, man.
If you like...
Hey, man. Shout out to Court and Crime Chronicles. Make sure you guys know the law. Make sure you guys know your rights, because it's super important. How the heck did I turn a 14-minute video into a 30-minute reaction? I have no idea.